Trying to reattract your wife when she's upset at you is probably the worst thing you can do. You got to go get that thing handled first and then maybe come back to the attraction thing. But the thing is that guys, what they'll end up doing is if their wife wants to leave them, they're like, well, I just got to get her reattracted to me. I just got to go out there and like create romantic happenings and go on vacations and whatever, take the pressure off of her. Maybe I can reattract her and make her love me again. The problem that she fell out of love with you to begin with is because she doesn't trust you, because she doesn't trust your direction, because you didn't have a direction to begin with. Or you made her your direction. You made your wife your life. And so from her perspective, you got nothing going on outside of her. And so then what are you going to do? What are you going to like demonstrate that you're a different kind of guy when your entire world is just kind of still based around this? Changing that kind of stuff takes some time. Not only does it take time, but you're trying to make yourself be a different guy with old type of thinking. And you're just moving in a desperate situation. You're using desperate moves. You're just trying to look for any little quick fix you can find online, not necessarily to get your wife back, but just because you want to feel better, because you don't like feeling like a failure. You don't feel like having to start over. And maybe you say that you love her to death, and right now you probably feel like you love her more than anything, but I can tell you right now that rejection breeds obsession. And I bet you anything, if she came back and was just exactly like how she was, you'd go back to how you were. And then you'd be in this situation all over again, and now trying to fix it or save it is just not going to work. I mean, how many times have you been in a situation where you've broken up, you've had problems, come back together, broken up, had problems, come back together? Or maybe this happened to you many times with many relationships over the years. Maybe you're on your third marriage, fourth marriage. Maybe you've been off and on with your girl ever since you started dating. This is a massive problem, and it begins with you. We can't necessarily change her, but we can change how we show up, and how we show up determines the kind of people in our life, who is in our life, and how they behave. So if you'd like more information, just stay in my world, and I'll show you how to do all of these things and do them in quite short order.